Good morning, Money Minds. Welcome to Money Monday, the show where we talk naira and sense, not just sense. I am your host, Gifted, and today we are not chasing more money, we are chasing better money habits, because let's face it, sometimes it's not how much you earn, it is what you do with it that either makes you wealthy or keeps you broke. So today we'll be breaking down 7 toxic money habits you need to stop right now, not tomorrow, not next year, not now. Just like we said, this is Money Monday and we want to talk on our money habits, not just about making more money and all of that, but we want to talk about how to better our money habits. So just like we said, we want to talk on the money habits. Now, if you want to call in, you want to give your opinion or your contribution, of course the call lines are open and the number is 081 0126 9753. Now, spending money to impress people who aren't watching is one of the habits, the toxic habits that we want to talk about on our Money Monday today. You are living for appearances. You are spending money to impress people who aren't even watching, people who does not matter, people who do not give a cent about you. This is one of the toxic habits we want to do away with on today's Money Monday. You shouldn't be living for appearances. Yes, we know that how you dress is the way you'll be addressed, but that doesn't mean you will have to break the bank or spend unnecessarily because you are living for appearances. Now we're talking about buying clothes you can't afford, to upgrading phones you are comfortable using, your Samsung or your iPhone, maybe your iPhone 11, but because you are not in the same clique as or you are not showing off the way you should, you are upgrading your phone to maybe the latest iPhone 15 or 16, then you are borrowing or you are living a life that you're not supposed to live because you want to show off. This is what we're talking about, the toxic habit that's you living for appearances. This mindset is deadly. It's called the financial showmanship. That is where you are showing off because you want to be on a certain level where you want people to address you as, but that is not how you should live your life. All right, the truth is that nobody really cares as much as you think they do. Everyone is going about his own life, living the way they want to live, living in the budget they have, and living in a way that they are looking or projecting their future on how they want to better their future. Nobody really cares as much as you think they do. Everyone is moving about his or her own life. So, dear listeners, your future doesn't need another pair of shoes. Yes, in as far you have all the shoes, the classic shoes, the outing shoes, the indoor shoes, the game shoes, or the outdoor shoes, and all of that. Yes, it matters, but then your future does not need another pair of shoes when you already have more than enough. It needs a plan. That is what we're talking about on the toxic habit number 1, and that is you living for appearances. All right. Now, the second habit is you not budgeting. Now, if you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear without saying goodbye. It's just like saying it will just you and someone is sitting in a room, and then the next second you don't even know where or how that person disappears. That's how your money will disappear without saying goodbye to you. And that is really what happens when you live without a budget. Now you keep wondering, where did all my money go? Where is it? How did I spend it? I thought I saved some, and then you realize that the ones you saved, you already touched into it, you're already spending, or you've already spent it, and then you're asking, where did all my money go? But in truth, it walked away because you never gave it a job. So give your money a job, something that over the time or each day it has something to keep going back to. It's just like you showing up at work even when you are tired, even when you just want to give up, but then you have something that keeps pushing you to go to work. So budgeting is not about being poor. budgeting is never about being poor. It is about being intentional. So please start small, track what comes in and plan what goes out. You can use tracking apps, or you can use your notebook. You rule out a note and you write budgets, and then you talk about spending, you talked about what goes in and what goes out. That is what we are talking about. Start small, track whatever comes in and plan what goes out. That is what we are talking about. All right. So the third toxic habit is depending only on salary. Depending only on salary. Now, yes, we know that salary is good. You are paid for your skills or for your talent or for what you are delivering on your deliverables. But salary alone is a trap if you don't plan. Now, some of us treat salary like it is a jackpot, but it's just a stepping stone. You need multiple income streams: the side hustle, the passive incomes, the digital skills, farming, and rentals, as the case may be. You need multiple income streams, not just the 8 to 4 or the 8 to 8 or the 6 to 6 job that you are doing. The truth is, your salary is someone else's estimate of your worth, but your full worth, it only comes out when you create value on your own. All right, so depending only on salary is one of the toxic mindset you need to do away with if you are in this era, or if you are in this century, as the case may be. Depending only on your salary, it is good, but salary alone is a trap. So have that digital skills, have that passive income, have that side hustle. All of these, they really matter, and it really push you forward or push you on your life or on your priority or on your business, as the case may be. So you depending on your salary alone is never enough. It won't take you anywhere. All right, so do away with depending only on your salary. All right, now we'll be talking on the emergency for that. Is the toxic habit number 4. Toxic habit number 4 is no emergency fund. Now, this is where we talk about miscellaneous. Yes, life will shock you, and when it does, you will you just really sit down, or you will have a cushion, or you just give excuses. Now, life always comes as a shock to everyone. Now, you just came back from work, and the next thing is you don't even know how your system or how your body is, and then you start spending money on drugs, you start spending money on other things. What about those who also send money back home? And then there is where we talk about you not budgeting for other emergency funds that we are talking about. So all these emergency funds, no matter how you want to shy away from it, they will surely come. It will surely come. The thing is, you can never budget enough, but then that is where this emergency fund comes in. We always like to term it the miscellaneous. Emergencies happen, just like I said, from your health issues, or from health issues to job loss to car problems. I remember now I keep hearing, when you get a car, when you buy a car, you've already married another wife. So you having a car, which means along the line more problems will surely come up when it comes to you taking care or managing or servicing your cars. So, and if you don't have an emergency fund, one small problem can destroy your finances. It's just like before I started working, I had issues with my NIN, and I spent more than 100,000 naira trying to sort out the NIN, because I had my mother's money in my account, and I needed that NIN to upgrade my account. And because my name on my BVN and that of the NIN, they differs, it really brought a lot of issues from August last year till April this year. So this is what we're talking about. I didn't have that emergency fund. I didn't have anywhere I could turn to. But then until I started working, that is when I was using my salary to cover up for the borrowing I borrowed from August last year till April this year. So this is what we are talking about, the emergency fund. So you as an individual, you as a human being, even if you're not working, even if you are working, learn to have that emergency fund. Start with saving, even if it's just 1,000 naira a week. And yes, we know shawarma is cost, or the hot dogs and all of that. Yes, we're not saying you shouldn't have fun or you flex life, but then learn to save, even if it's just 500 naira, 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira in a month. It will really go a long way for you. That is what we are talking about. And when you do this over time, it adds up, and that is your future self. Definitely your future self. We applaud or we thank you for that initiative of saving 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira, or 10,000 naira monthly. That is what we're talking about on the toxic habit number 4, and that is no emergency fund. All right, now we'll be talking on the next habit, but before we talk on that, let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue on our Money Monday. Please do stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. We are still talking on our Money Monday, and we're talking on the habits that you need to do away with to have a better habit on growing your money or having a positive money mindset. All right, now we've talked on the first habit. We said living for appearances. We said you shouldn't. The toxic habits is you not budgeting. The third one is depending only on your salary, and 4 is no emergency fund. Now we want to continue on that toxic habits that you need to do away with. And the next toxic habits we are talking on is borrowing for lifestyle and not investment. Now listen, there's a good debt and there is bad debt. Now this bad debt is when you borrow money to show off, to travel, to party, to upgrade phones, to upgrade a lifestyle that no one is really looking onto. So this, we're not saying is bad, but then when you are borrowing to show off, that is where the issue is. That is where we frown at it. So you travel to party, to upgrade your phones, all of these are bad debt, and when you do not have a single plan for return, that is when we are talking on this bad debt. Now, but this good debt is when that builds wealth, builds more wealth. It's like you borrowing to invest in your business, in your land or skills. On the long run, it will surely pay off. That is when we are talking on the good debt. All right, so if your debt isn't making you money, it is costing you money. So please break that cycle. Do not borrow for lifestyle, and learn to borrow to upgrade your life when it comes to your business, when it comes to skills, when it comes to land. All of these over time will yield more profit, will yield more positive result, will yield more business breakthroughs, or more skills, or more opening of let's say your future. So that is when we're talking on building wealth, building a good investment plan or scheme. All right, so the next habit is ignoring financial education. Now you read WhatsApp messages, you watch Netflix, but when was the last time you really sat down and read about money, about financial opportunities? When was really the last time you did that? You can't grow when you don't understand. It's more like saying you are going into an exam hall, you didn't read. What do you expect to offload when it comes to you when it comes to writing that exam? That is what we are talking about. So you must grow, and the only way for you to grow is when you understand what it means for you to really grow. So you can't grow what you don't understand. The difference between rich and poor isn't always about luck. It is often about knowledge. So you don't need to be a professor. Just start learning. Read one article a week, listen to one financial podcast, follow one money survey person online. That is when knowledge compounds, and that is what we are talking about. Knowledge compounds just like interest. So learn to break that financial habit, or learn to have that financial education. It is really a priority. No one really sends what you think or whatever it is that you are going on about in life. No one really sends you. It's just about for you to have that knowledge. That's what we're talking about. Knowledge compounds like interest. Don't ignore your financial education. It is very important for you to have that financial education. All right. Now, the last habit you should do away with is thinking it's too late. The last habit, that's the seventh toxic habit you need to do away with, is thinking it's too late. Maybe you are thinking, this is good talk, but it is too late for me. I've passed that age, I've passed that stage. I shouldn't be talking or doing this. Let me stop you there. It's never too late to start, and it is never too early either. So whether you are 18 or you are 48 or you are 68, your money story can change, but only if you take the pen and rewrite it. Your story can change. Your money story, your financial education can change only when you take the pen and rewrite it. All right, so there is where you have it. 7 toxic money habits you need to break now. Living for appearances, not budgeting, depending only on salary, no emergency fund, borrowing for lifestyle, ignoring financial education, believing it's too late. Now, which of these is holding you back? Which one are you breaking today? So that is all on our Money Monday. Catch you next week, same time, same station. Till then, think money, act wisely, and spend with purpose. I am Gifted, and I'm signing off on today's segment of Money Monday. And now I am signing in also onto the Qalam News. Now we're talking on the newspaper review. That's the Qalam newspaper review on our Good Morning Aftermath. So please do stay tuned, and we'll be right back.